Hi there. So today we're going to be assembling a gaming chair. So let's see what we got in the box. What we got in here? Piece of foam, fantastic instruction manual. Looks like we got the back of the seat. Ooh, it's very contoured, very nice. And this, actually, use this. I don't want to hurt the material, so I'm trying not to use a knife. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. That is fancy looking. Got some stitching here. Has a really nice feel to that. That is really nice. And I love words on it and the carbon fiber look on the sides of it. And it looks like we have some kind of either heating or massage chair built into it. Looks like there's a connector here for this. We'll figure that out. Very cool. Oh my gosh, it looks like there's one up here too. So we'll go through that. Foam to keep everything nice and safe and protected. I just have a drill bit here that I'm using to break the plastic. So that looks like a neck massager. I might enjoy that. This looks like a back massager. Yep. Got a nice logo stitched in it. Very nice looking. There's your on and off for that. And this has a crushed velvet kind of feel to it. Off to the side. This is for the bottom of your chair. And this comes out like a footrest so that you can actually lay back on your seat and take a nap. We'll take a look at that in a minute. That same faux leather. Here are the armrests. Again, same leather, same stitching. Very nice. And the other side. And this would be the actual seat itself. Seems like a very similar setup. You've got the one hole on the side for your arm. And it looks like they just screwed the screws in for you instead of leaving them loose. I kind of like that. And then exactly what screws go where. That's kind of cool. Set them down on the side. And we'll open up this guy. That should be the rest of the screws and stuff. And the legs. We got a leg there. Another leg. And those things are beefy. This is going to be your power adapter. Set him off to the side. Warranty information. Here's your parts. They're all labeled with numbers. Don't understand the string, but whatever. Oh, we have some interesting things here. I've never seen these before. Interesting. Oh, I bet you those are for the ottoman piece that comes out underneath to hold your legs up. That's my guess. Looks like we have a 5-star bottom piece to hold your wheels. And again, very heavy duty. Your wheels, very standard. We've got wagon wheel looking kind of things. Yeah, cool. This would be your back support. This would be your hydraulic piston, which should go up and down. This is the star support for your legs to fit onto. And of course has the cover that goes over top of it to make it look pretty. And then this goes over top of this to make that look pretty. All right, and then here's the main functionality of the bottom. It looks like we have an up and down for the piston and a back and forth for the back. So cool. Not a lot of functionality, but it should be enough to enjoy the comfortable chair. So let me go ahead and get these out and get this all organized and we'll be back. So I wanted to show that I'm covering it up so that people can't see it and read it. But underneath my finger here is a QR code. And it's an NFC code, so if you want to scan it, this can actually help to make sure that this is authentic so that you can get the best warranty on it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue with this. I'm just going to go through and follow the directions as it usually makes sense to. Interesting. So this is the first time I've ever seen this. It shows you how detailed the instructions are. It actually shows you the correct way to tighten the screws on the bottom. You should do it diagonally and not around in a circle to best get the best fit and get everything tightened down the best. Make sure to tighten everything, and there we go. Looks like we're going to use number 17 screw. These just go on like this. There's all 5 just slid on, and then there's your screws. I like to do everything with my drill, so I'm going to figure out what hex head I need there, which it looks like is a number 5 millimeter. I'm going to should just be able to screw these things on real quick. Number 2, number 3, 4, and number 5. That's basically that all together, and that is really solid. Next, the wheels. Hold off on the wheels so it's not rolling around everywhere. So this goes down in here like that. This slips down over top like this. There we go. And then we start to assemble the seat. Put that off to the side. If they use the same size, looks like they did. So I'll go ahead and take all those out. Again, here too. Set those off to the side. And then this guy comes out and she goes like that. Make sure that I am following the instructions. I am. And these go like that. So I was right. This is where the ottoman piece comes out. All right. All 4 of those are on. That is on. And one more screw. And that is on. Nice. Okay. It's a nice seat. I like that. All right. So on to the next part. That just slides into the front. Yep. This goes like this. Now I think it said something about the ends of these. And this flips up under like this and then slides in like that. I think this one here is a little bit crooked. I'm going to go ahead and fix that real quick because it's kind of hard to slide this in and out. So try to get those straight if you can. Yeah, slides a little bit easier. All right, so let me see what it says about the ends of these. All right, so there are little O-rings that you want to put on the ends of these so they don't come out. They just slip onto the end here. So that'll keep them from coming the whole way out. All right, so on to the next piece, which is the back. And we're going to use 13 up at the top and 16 down at the bottom. It is a 4-hole at the bottom and a 3-hole at the top. There is only 3 holes, and that slides up and down in that little slot there. Okay, I'll try to get this so you can see it. So this is bent, so you want to make sure that the bend is pointing out, so your seat's kind of back. And you can see there are 3 holes. The 3rd hole goes here in this little slot right here. So hold that up like that, and again, the top, or I should say the piece down here at the bottom is number 16, which there should be 3, and there is. FYI, it looks like they do not give you extras, so do not lose anything. The same size head on everything. That looks a little bit better. And again, that was a number 5 hex head. All right, so now for the back, it just slides on, but you take this thing up here so you can actually see the holes. Move this over here real quick because I'm going to lay this down like this. So I can hold it like that, and then we'll just screw them in. All right, we'll go ahead and get the number 13 screws out here. We'll start this. There's one. Make sure she's lined up before I do the other one. Once you get that one in, the rest just go nice and easy. And get the rest of them in. All right, all in. Then you can put your hook and loop there back down. Alrighty, so there you go. That's basically it. Now we just got to put the arms on. It does say to put it onto the base, but I am going to not do that right away. I'm going to put the arms on first. Okay, plop you down. All right. Now it does have right and left on them, so that kind of helps. But thanks for thinking about it. All right, go ahead and get the last ones out, which look to be number 12. These are some big old long bolts, which is interesting because inside of here are actually ball bearings. And it looks like what kind of bearing you'd see inside of a skateboard to help these move very easily. All right, there's that. I don't know if you can see that, but there is the ball bearing. Yeah, kind of right on top of that instead of being like, it's kind of cool. Almost lost my lock washer. Again, no extra parts, don't lose anything. I mean, that's ridiculous how easy that moves. Interesting and very innovative design. I like it. Smoking. All right. Now, the last thing is you have these little clips. And what they do is they go right in here to finish off the look of your chair on the arm. I should have done that before. I flipped it over to the other one. Okay. Just move it back. These fit in here very loosely, Might want to throw a little bit of glue on them if you want them to really stay in. They don't really have a lot of friction. All right, I'm going to turn this upside down. Actually, I'm going to set it off to the side for a second and throw the wheels on here. Hopefully they go on very easily. Sometimes wheels can be a pain. Nope, that went in pretty good. Just don't really want to bite it very much. Just kind of let it do itself, and it will pop itself right in. If you push too hard, sometimes it feels like it just doesn't want to go in. It's kind of weird. Put that back over top, and then you just put the chair onto the hole, and we have a chair. There it is, all set up. There are other things that you can set up, which is like this neck pillow here. Has the massager built into it. So take this and attach it like this, or you could even go through the holes that are on the top up there, and then this just sits in the back like that. And then there are little connectors built into the actual seat itself for you to connect wires to these. So it's all built into the chair. And then there is this down at the bottom that you use a nice little charging connector to. That gives you both massaging for neck and back. So very cool. Let's go ahead and get this set up in our room and try it out. Got this into my room, sitting on it. It seems very, very comfortable. I like how it's not very wide. It's actually holding me kind of tightly in, and I like that because I don't like a big seat that I feel like I'm sitting on a couch and I don't have any control because I sit for a long time during the day. The back seat kind of back, which I feel like is nice because I don't like seats that tilt forward, and it's holding my legs up nicely there. Got lots of room to go up and down, and then if you hold this, you do the part that leans back, and I'm just going to lean back here onto the neck massager, which feels fantastic. Down below here is your seat that your bottom piece that you can pull out, and then once you pull that out, you can actually flip this around and set it down like that, and you can put your feet out on it. So that's very good, very comfortable. I could fall asleep here. So anyways, so the neck massager just went from going what I would call as forward to going backwards. It reversed. Feels really good. I might be doing this a little bit each day because that really feels good on my neck. Anyways, so when you're done with this, go ahead and flip that over, slide that back in so it's out of your way. Then you can pull up on this to pull yourself back up, and you're good to go. So I love that it's pretty good to move around. It feels nice and strong. I love the cushiness of it. So I don't know what else to say. It seems like a decent chair. I'm 350 pounds, 5'10". So that gives you an idea of this thing can handle and what a size man of me looks like in it. So let's check it out. If you want something like this, go ahead and look for it.